Little.
Ted, what are you doing?
I'm writing my memoirs. Figure someday, somewhere, some shrunken person will take comfort in knowing that I was there before him. I mean, you know how it is. One small guy named Ted, one giant leap for mankind.
Oh, Ted. Maybe you won't shrink all the way. I mean, maybe you'll stop and stay like this.
Oh, dear Melody. Dear optimistic, sugar-coating Melody, I am a man. Granted, a soon-to-be small man, but I can take it. Oh, hey, Mel. Say something memorable for my book, would you? Something about how much I meant to you.
Ted, I don't want to do this.
Oh, too traumatic, I understand. But, there is a favor I'd like to ask of you. It's very important.
Ted, I have to tell you something.
No, me first, please, Mel. Now, I know I haven't always been the nicest person around you, but I know deep down inside that when I need you, you'll be there for me. And, well, pretty soon I'll have to do the talk show circuit. And Letterman will probably shoot me from a slingshot and stuff like that. But, well, Mel, would you accompany me and take care of me and carry me around in your purse?
Ted.
Please, don't say no, Mel. Just think about it.
All right.
And then when I'm really, really small, maybe you could clear a space for me on your dresser, you know, where I could sleep in your tissue box and use a little cotton ball as a pillow. And you could bring me all my food in a little dropper. Hey, you think they make microscopic Twinkies?
Ted!
Come on, Mel, please say yes. I need you. I mean, I know it'll be rough, grueling work at first. I probably won't be able to leave your house. I mean, you'll have to watch me every second. I mean, Mel, what if a chihuahua should get me? Mel, I need you. Please, say yes.
Yes, Ted, yes! And Ted, I just want to tell you how flattered and moved I am that you asked me, yes, me, Ted, your friend, to do this for you, yes.
Yeah, well, you know, I asked Brad first, but she doesn't like short guys.
That little creep. I hope you disappear.
I don't know, you know, I think this beats surfing in Lake Benjamin. A little more leg room.
Yeah, I guess you gotta get used to this surfboard under you.
Yeah.
Brad, if they gave out a Nobel Prize for practical jokes, you would win. This is the best idea you've ever had.
I've got to admit, this is going better than I ever imagined. Who'd have thought Ted would be so gullible?
Miniature marshmallows and that fake measuring tape. That was priceless.
You are doing a great job, Danny. When I walked over there and saw him hanging from that contraption, I thought I would die.
Thank you.
Guys, you know, not to be a killjoy or anything, but I think we might be causing him some serious psychological damage. And personally, I would pull the plug on Operation Ted.
Jake, you haven't been here for all of Ted's practical jokes. The whoopee cushions, the itching powder, the squirting ketchup bottles.
And how about the time he put glue on the toilet seat?
This is the chance of a lifetime, the moment we've only dared to dream about. We've got Ted McGriff right where we want him.
But he's really upset. Now, suppose he did something drastic, huh?
All right. We'll tell him tonight. But let me just relish in this just for a couple of more hours.
You better make that minutes. Look.
Who is that?
It's a doctor who just happens to be vacationing at the Bar None. Ted called for an emergency exam.
Oh, great.
And when he finds out it's a joke, guess who's going to have to chip in for the house call?
And do the explaining.
All right, let's go.
Come on, guys.
Come on, Elmer. Come on, Elmer.
Oh, Doc, what do you think? Is it microshrinkophemia?
What?
Microshrinkophemia!
So that'll give you a crazy idea like that.
Excuse us, Doctor. We need to talk to Ted right away. It's
I'm
really
sorry,
important.
I'm in the middle of an examination here.
But this is an emergency.
So is this, I'm afraid. Okay, open tight and say, ah. The coffee don't get any splinters there.
Ah!
What? I see nothing.
Ted, we've really got to talk to you now.
Be quiet, or I have to ask you all to leave.
So, Doc, tell me, am I shrinking or not?
I'm afraid so.
He is?
Young man, I'm afraid you were right in the first place. It is microshrinkophilia.
But you made that up.
I did. This guy must be a quack.
Be quiet, please.
Doc, what can I do? I mean, is there any hope?
Well, fortunately, I'm an expert in the shrinking disorders. Finally, we have found a cure. But it is very expensive.
Oh, I don't care, Doc. I mean, anything's better than shrinking away to nothing. Hey, where did you get that kind of money? Remember your drum sets? What? Just kidding. This is my savings. It'd go 900, 1,000. That's all I have, Doc. $1,000.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Ted, I wouldn't do this if I were you.
Ted, don't.
Take 3 of these a day, and you'll soon be back to your normal self. Maybe even bigger. Excuse me.
3 a day?
Ted, you don't know what you've just done.
Sure I do. I just saved my life.
Brad, tell him.
You tell him.
Tell me what?
It was your idea.
What was your idea? Tell me what?
Well, it's like this, Ted. You're not shrinking.
What?
You're not shrinking. It was a joke.
We faked it.
We're paying you back for all your practical jokes.
We didn't mean for it to get this out of hand.
A joke? Well, what about the doctor? He said I was shrinking.
But he must have been some kind of quack.
A con man.
Ted, he was taking advantage of you.
So I just gave $1,000 to a con man? Why didn't you people try and stop me?
We tried. But everything just happened so fast.
Well, that's great. Now he's gone.
Well, maybe we can get to him in some way. What was his name?
I don't know. You don't know? Well, he told me, but I can't pronounce it. Well, I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, find it. We'll find it. We'll
Give it
get
to
your
me.
money back. Don't worry. Well, what does it say?
I still can't pronounce it. Well, then spell it out. Okay. ERNST.
Ernst?
I got you guys.
What?
Again.
Oh,
Again.
That's funny, Ted.
Mr. Ernst was the doctor.
You knew all along?
Of course I knew, Brad. I mean, microshrinkophilia? Give me a break.
Oh, we'll give you a break. Can we start with your legs?
Yeah.
Get him!
Get him! How dare you do this?
I got him!
Well, what do you think?
You look like a real doctor to me.
All right. This is going to be...
All right.
Ted, what are you doing here? I thought I was supposed to meet you over
Oh, don't worry about it, Mr. Ernst. The joke's over. You were great. Wasn't it?
Oh, you
Oh, they bought it hook, line, and sinker.
Ted always gets us.
Admit it. It was funny.
Hey, Mr. E, thanks for lending me the $1,000. It was a great touch.
Ted, where is that money?
Wait a second. This isn't the costume you wore to my bunk.
What are you talking about? I haven't left this office in 3 hours. I was just on my way over to the boys' bunkhouse there.
What?
Yeah, Ted, where is that money?
Wait a second. If that wasn't you, then who just examined me? That was Dr. Breckenridge. I called him.
You called him.
Yeah, I heard Ted was sick, so I found Dr. Breckenridge. He seemed like a pretty nice guy.
Buddy, he stole the money. That guy was a crook.
Yeah, a crook who's driving away in a taxi. A taxi?
My money! My money! My money! Yes! All right! We got him! Oh, boy. Oh, boy. They are so incredibly gullible. I guess that's the last practical joke they'll be playing around here, don't you think, buddy?
You bet.
What? My book! Where did this come from? Okay. Let's see, where was I? Thanks for holding on to the money for me. You better give it back to me. I'll put it back in the safe.
Excuse me?
Chapter 44. Give me the money. I'll put it in the safe before they come back.
I thought I was supposed to give the money to the real doctor.
The real... Buddy, what real doctor? Come on now. Give me the money.
I'm confused here. If there's no real doctor, then who's the guy that I just gave the money to who's driving away in that taxi?
Taxi? Oh, no! My money!
Oh, yeah. They are so incredibly gullible.